Go.
Welcome to Pink Show. We thankful that you came in and joined us today. I am your girl Pinks, P.I.N.K.S. Praises need to keep speaking. I'm so excited about being here with you all. Over the last, I want to say the last month, it's just been a whole lot going on. But you know, God is good. We are faithful. We're here. And I'm just forever grateful for just being able to be here on today with this live broadcast day. We have some very interesting things that'll be coming up within the next month or so. Myself, I have been working on projects tremendously, you know, working on projects tremendously day by day, just trying to stay focused. You know, we're all in a quarantine. I know it's a whole lot, and I know we all just all over the place, just trying to figure out things and trying to focus on the days ahead, and that's fine. That's fine, and that's what you have to do. It's important to be able to find what it is just going to help you get to that next stage, to be able to allow you to cope and not be so concerned with everything that's going on. And like I said, I'm so grateful just to be here with you guys. I am extremely blessed. I have to make some transitions. As you can see, this is the Pink Studio from here. And, you know, I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm still focused on the assignments that, you know, God has for me. And I'm just extremely excited about the new things that are coming up, not just with me, but those that are connected with me, such as Charm City Direct TV. And there are other networks that Baltimore, Washington, and Virginia, you know, we just try to collaborate and keep each other lifted up in the communities. I've actually had the opportunity to reach out to some radio talents from DC over the last 2 weeks, you know, just calling, encouraging and things like that. So it's important that we all lift each other up, not just in the entertainment business, but your family and your friends and your close ones, those that are near and dear to you. I am just taking it day by day, and I am staying focused, and I encourage you to stay focused. We actually are broadcasting live. I am to review Mr. Hugh Williams on today. He is an author, an inspiring author, Mr. Hugh Williams, and he is also a classmate and a colleague of mine that I had the opportunity to meet in high school. So we're just having some small technical difficulties. We're still working out the things that we need to work out, but it's gonna work out for us. And then there's a couple other things that are coming out within the next 2 weeks. We will be hosting a consignment auction. I did put that information on my Facebook page. I have not entered it into the broadcast, but going forward, we will be having an auction on this coming Friday that I am excited about. And I know a lot of you do not particularly like to go into the malls and shop like myself. I'm just not the type of person that just like to be in the malls right now, because it's really crowded and it's frustrating, and the anxiety level goes way up. So I just try to do some online shopping. But right now, P.I.N.K.S Consignment is here to help you guys not worry about your shopping experience. We have things such as the teddy bears that I have put on Facebook and on Instagram. These dolls were actually made, handmade, and they were Ralph Lauren crafted. So as you can see, the detail is more like Ralph Lauren, and the teddy bears are very nice. They're more like the, what do you call the bears, the Beanie Bears. So you feel them, they feel like the Beanie Bears. But we have these, we're going to be auctioning off on this coming Friday. So I'm excited about that, because we get to auction off some stuff. You get to buy the stuff and you don't have to leave your house. And we're talking about shoes, we're talking about clothes, purses, accessories, anything that's consignment. Also, if you are a small business owner or entrepreneur and you have a shop, or if you have a small business where you have consignment and you're interested in having the Pink Show studio and consultant show premiere your items, your merch that you have, please feel free to reach out to us. You can actually inbox me at, you can actually send me an email, pppinks88@gmail.com. The email address would be listed periodically through the podcast of today. Or you can reach Facebook, Trina, Utrina Freeman. If you are a business, we did have a purposeful promotion event about 2 years ago, and we actually had small vendors and business owners come, and we all networked, and it was very, very nice. Everyone got a chance to network amongst each other. The population was really nice. There wasn't a lot of people, and we just networked with each other, and it was extremely a wonderful event, and it actually turned out really good. We did that one day. It was 2 years ago, and I'm looking to host another purposeful promotion event virtual. So, and there is information, and I will relay that information to you. It's on Eventbrite, and it's P.I.N.K.S consignment auction. So if you go to Eventbrite and you look under P.I.N.K S consignment, you should be able to see that information. Registration for the event itself, if you are a small business owner or entrepreneur, it's just $10. It's $10. And what $10 does, it goes into the P.I.N.K S studio so that we can be able to do other things for the community, the things that, I desire and I have been desiring, I have been doing for quite a long time. So these are funds that will go into the consulting studio, and we'll be able to have this virtual network, virtual network session where we can auction off your stuff. The highest bid will win, and then those that are involved as far as registration would get information in regards to how to expand your business and strategies and marketing strategies. And I have facilitators to come in and facilitate, even if you're interested in starting a podcast. So this would be a event that's coming up, a purposeful promotion event that's coming up, and that's on Eventbrite. And this Friday, once again, like I said, this will be an auction where we're going to auction off stuff. So if you're interested, or if you know anyone else is interested in having their merch auction off, there'll just be a 10% proceeds that goes to the P.I.N.K studio, and we will sit here like QVC and auction off all the things that you have that you're interested in people buying. It's the holidays, it's Christmas. Some people just don't want to shop. Me personally, if I don't have to shop, I can do everything online. And I'm sure you've had the opportunity to do that because of the quarantine. If you were never an online person, I'm sure you have learned how to get online, because this is what quarantine has done. It has made you step outside the box and learn how to order online, because the stores are closed. You're not able to get into the stores. So yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. And that's just how it is for now until we can get through this pandemic. I want to thank everyone for your prayers. During the transition and me trying to get back in the midst of things, of being sick, and, just trying to cope, understand mentally, and do things still. Sometimes we don't understand. We could just be moving so much, and we forget. We actually forget ourselves. And I know this broadcast is technically about me interviewing a client, a guest on today. And like I said, I apologize because of technical difficulties. I am still here. I just want to enlighten you all a little bit in regards to, um, what's going on today, and encourage and inspire you. And this is one of the reasons why I have interviews for small businesses, because you may have a business, but you may just not know how to operate in it. You may have this big thought, this big vision of executing a business, but you don't have the tax, and all the everything that you need to make this business go forward. So this is why I'm here, and I am thankful because I have a team that's also here to help you build and become better in what it is that you do regarding your business. I do want to say it's not hard, it's not complicated. I think more so is building a relationship and being able to socially build a relationship with other people like minded, people who have businesses and people who don't have businesses, but they have the mentality and they have the like mind to want to bring forth a business and be able to help in the community and things like that. My passion is to be able to have funds to be able to support other small businesses. And when I say support, give them the funds or the things that they need to help the community. So I've always been a big stickler of helping out with organizations and communities and trying to build them up to be better, to learn how to be kingdom builders. And when I say kingdom builders, I mean one that have faith in God first and foremost, and one that believes. To me, that's a kingdom builder. That's one that have the faith and have the belief and have the understanding and the focus and the drive to do it. It doesn't take a whole lot. It really doesn't take a whole lot. But I appreciate all of those who have been able to reach out to me, that or the studio, P.I.N.K Studio, and inquire about some information and wanting to be able to build the business and want to be able to get consulting, marketing strategies, and things of that nature. I appreciate you all. And I am taking emails accordingly. I also want to give a big shout out to our intern, Deja Gross, who is been exceedingly amazing. She is a up and coming Hofstra graduate of Hofstra University in New York, and her major is communication, broadcasting, and media. And she has been doing such a tremendous job with following up with emails with clients and getting them scheduled for interviews, and pushing me to be able to transition. And also my my manager and partner, my wife, of course, who has diligently been pushing me faithfully, just encouraging me to stay on top and to stay forward, stay focused, and my family, of course. And then not only first, but the least is my partner, Ernest, who is E-Digger of the Charm City Direct TV, who, like I said before, has been tremendous in helping me get situated, get up, get started, everything. And I appreciate him 100%. So I'm just glad. I'm just thankful. But I do want to say that just do it, like Nike. Anything that you have a passion to do, a drive to do, a gift that you know of, just do it. Don't sleep on it. Don't think about it twice. Just do it. It is imperative that you step out on faith and do it. A lot of us have the faith to do it. We just don't have the knowledge. And, I was always told, you don't know until you know. And a lot of us don't know because we lack of knowledge. Once you know, you know. So me personally, because I know, and I know what gift that I have to operate in, and I know what gift I have to help build better people and help people become better business managers. Now, there's some things that I'm still working on myself. And when I say working on myself, I mean like financially working on myself. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's on this live that actually knows what I'm talking about when I say working financially. Having to adjust from working a 9 to 5 to not working is a lot. And I'm sure there's many of you on here that had to learn how to adjust. So what we do is We come up with a plan. We come up with a strategy. Hey, I really, really need this money. I don't know which way to go. But then we start looking at people's social medias and we get ideas from Pinterest. And then we get ideas from Instagram, off of Facebook. And we're like, hey, I can do that. It could be anything from banana puddings to eyelashes, to selling eyelashes, to selling masks. And that's good because it's needed. So the thing is to have a concept of what is needed. Once you realize what is needed, then you start to put your idea together and you start writing down your plan and putting it on paper and let it manifest from, because say write the vision and make it plain. So if you write the vision and it's on paper, it'll manifest itself. It's just putting that first foot forward and stepping out on faith and just making it happen and just doing it, because it's here. The time is here where you really need to pull these gifts out and be able to have someone to help you and direct you in these gifts. It's here. It's now. It's right now. It's not tomorrow. It's now. And if you waited on yesterday, you still got tomorrow to catch up. So I'm just saying, it's not hard. I know back in the old days, and when I say old days, like my great grandparents, they knew how to crop their own garden, harvest their own garden. They knew how to can food into jars. They knew how to pick vegetables from the garden. They knew how to pick fruit from trees. They learned how to do that, and they knew how to do that because they had to survive. So even if they had the gift to become millionaires or to become rich, it's okay. It's okay. Because what happened is they weren't able to operate in those gifts just because they didn't have the tools, or they didn't have the necessities, or they didn't have people that can call them on the phone and say, hey, this is what I need you to do. Or, send them an email. They didn't have none of that stuff. They actually had to do it for themselves and trust in God. So this is where we at right now. We're right now. We at a season where we got to trust God, and we're in a season where we have to think like we think for ourselves, and the help is there. It's just a matter of asking. I always say you have not because you ask not. But at the same time, if that help is not available for you, you use your resources. You have Charm City Direct TV. You have the P.I.N.K.S show. You have other broadcasters and shows that are available to you. Ask. Send them an inbox. It doesn't always have to be a big person with 10,000 followers. It could be that one faithful follower that's always in your inbox and encouraging to do better. That one person. We get caught up because we don't have a lot of followers. We get caught up because we don't have, we don't know the big people and blah, blah, blah. Who are you? Who are you? And the thing is, once you know who you are, you know whose you are, you know how to operate in your gifts. And these are the things that I passionately wanted to talk about and be able to help a lot of people that are in need of wanting to start their own business, be an entrepreneur and expand in that gift. These are the things that I would love to incorporate in you personally, one-on-one. There's a Zoom, there's Zoom's link, there's Google, like there's ways of communication virtually. Right now, we're in a virtual stage. This is a virtual world. And it's crazy because no one expected the virtual world. And there are a lot of people who are not tech savvy. They have no idea how to use Zoom. They have no idea how to use any of the links that would allow you to see your family, allow you to talk to someone face to face. If you see them, they don't know how to do those things. So we are a business we are a business that's here to help you get to that point of understanding, so that you can be able to do things virtually, get all the motivation that you need. The encouraging words that you need, the inspiration, the laughs, the videos. Get on board. Because today, that's what it is. It is what it is. We are in a virtual world and we are operating virtually. So from here on out, this is where I'm going to be in this studio, talking to you, helping you, encouraging you, pushing you to be great from this end of the microphone, not with a studio with curtains and all the beautiful things, because even still, no matter where you go, the gift is here. And you take that gift wherever you go. It does not have to be in a wall. Yes, I had a awesome time, and it was a blessing. It was a lesson for me to be able to um, build a studio in a quarantine. It took a lot of patience mentally and a lot of thought process. But it helped me to see things. It helped me to understand better. And I sowed the seed. And I felt bad at first, but I had to understand, like, this gift, if I catch the bus, the gift is there. I could go into the supermarket and talk to someone in line, and just out of nowhere, I have this, this intuition and this feeling of being able to open up and say, hey, you ever thought about blah, 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 blah? And they're like, wow, I was thinking about that. So I have, no matter where you go, you have the gift to operate in your gift. Sometimes you just need that push. Sometimes you just need that motivation. Sometimes you just need someone to personally give you a one-on-one consultation and talk to you about why is it that it's not working or what's going on. Let's find out. Let's see what the problem is. Because 9 times out of 10, it's something that you already know. You just need somebody to push you into going forward. And that's okay. But I am thankful. Like I said, I'm thankful I went through the whole process, whole month of building the studio. And I'm thankful that I'm able to move forward. And like I said, there are a couple things that's coming down the pipe. Of course, you know that I am married, and my wife and I both decided that we were going to do a podcast a couple years ago. And we have decided that we're going to go ahead and go forth with the podcast. And I'm extremely excited about it because between the two of us, the conversation that we have is off the chain. And then not only that, we both think alike, which makes it even more fun. Then we don't agree on a lot of stuff, which makes it complicated, but it helps us to be able to understand. So the Freemans will be premiering their first podcast. We're looking on a Wednesday night at 7:00 starting next Wednesday, I believe. But you will see more and hear more on the social medias. And then we do have a couple other interviews that will be going forth. I just have to, and myself and my intern have to follow up with these emails and get things organized. That's all it's about, just getting organized. I was talking to my dear brother earlier because we have a tendency to try to, I guess you could call it a mental moment. So we have a tendency to kind of chat every now and then outside of the businesses that we both have, and just elaborate on some things. And we was just like, it's just crazy because people don't really understand how this business works. And it could be really tiresome because at the same time, while we're helping you build a business, we are still thinking and collaborating and building a business and coming up with fantastic, wonderful, amazing ideas for people to hear and talk about and discuss. I also will be doing the P.I.N.K show on Sundays at 2:00. So on Sundays at 2:00, I myself will be hosting the P.I.N.K show, and I have so much in store. I have the tea time with I can't give you all the ideas, but just know that we're going to be having some crazy podcast because people need that mental. They need to be able to talk about what it is they need to talk about, and they need to be able to elaborate and be them, do them, be them, whatever way you want to put it. But I am just thankful. Like I said, I'm here just to give you a little intro. We were supposed to host a show today, Hugh Williams, but we're going to bring him back. We're going to get him back in the mix because he has an amazing book called 180 Days of Affirmations. Affirmations. And Hugh Williams, um, basically he wrote the book to be able to encourage and inspire others mentally. Sometimes we don't know what a person is going through until you either talk to them or read a book. It's either one or the other. I'm still in the process of doing my book. 52 years from 50 and I'm 50. You do the math. So Hugh is and I'm just going to premiere the information for you. 180 Days of Affirmations. And he actually is on Facebook, Hugh Williams. You can reach out to him. You guys want to get this book. It is 180 affirmations. You can't get no better than 180 days of affirmations. So every day it's something positive and motivated for you to go move forward and support your own. Support your own. Hugh is a graduate of Mergenthaler High School, and he has been working in art and doing his thing. You know what I mean? And I'm excited about it. I am excited about it. It's nothing like a Mergenthaler. Now, I'm not a big fan of politics. I'm just being honest. But I heard Brandon Scott also is a Mustang graduate. Shout outs to Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore. But I can't say whether I like him, whether I care about him. I care about him, but I can't say whether I like him or like what he does and so forth, because I'm not really into politics. I like politics and I read about it and I understand because it's good to know about what's going on in your government. But when I said I'm not the one to blah, 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 on politics, it doesn't. Even in high school, I didn't like American government class. I hated it, to be honest, but I knew I had to pass it. So I didn't care about the Democrats. I didn't care about the Republicans. I don't care about the Senate. I didn't care about none of that stuff. I didn't care about none of this stuff until I started getting parking tickets. Then I started caring, because it was just ridiculous with giving out parking tickets and stuff over this quarantine, knowing people don't have no money. Okay, bring it back. All right, so I just want to thank you all for joining us. I am going to call it a wrap. And I want to thank you all for tuning in with us. Like I said, once again, this coming Friday, and I will share this information on my Facebook, Instagram page regarding the P.I.N.K.S consignment auction. Amazing stuff. These things are beautiful. Look at these bears. They are beautiful. Handcraft, they're just really cute. And I also want to say right now, there's a foundation out, Better Days Ahead. Please reach out to them. They are collecting donations over at God's Little Angels GLA, located in Rosedale. They are collecting donations for kids who have lost parents or loved ones or guardians in their family due to crime or whatever the case may be. Just support your organization. Better Days Ahead. You can find that link on my page. You can also go to Kim Sally. She's connected with GLA KSAL. So please support. It's so important. These children don't understand what's going on here in the world. They just only can trust their parents. And if you are a parent like myself who instilled the word of God in your children and they know how to pray, then that's what you may need to do. You may teach your children how to pray. Even if you don't know how to pray, you need to ask someone to pray for you or pray for you and your children. You can pray for yourself. Some people don't know how to pray, whatever you pray, just pray from the heart and be humble about it. I promise you everything will work out in your favor. But right now, please support these organizations with if these I'm going to donate some of these to the Better Days Ahead organization for the children, and hope that good kids get good teddy bears and take care of them and stuff, just to have security. These always been like a security thing when I was coming up, because I never sucked my thumb. You had some people suck their thumb, suck their fingers or whatever, but I was just never that type of person that had to do that. So, but I want to thank you guys again for joining with us today. I will see you next Sunday at 2 p.m. And prayerfully, we can talk to Mr. Hugh Williams and see if we can get him back on here. But I really appreciate you all taking the time out to spend with me on today. Have a blessed day. Make sure you stay focused. Reach out to Charm City Direct if you are interested in hosting your own podcast virtually. Reach out to myself. We can work it out for you together. This is what we're here for. Teamwork makes the dream work. I am P.I.N.K.S, P-I-N-K-S. Remember, if you want something you never had, you got to do something you never done. That's just the way it is. Thank you for joining me.